Today's passage is Genesis chapter 31, verses 36 to 42. Let's read it together. Jacob was angry and took Laban to task. "What is my crime?" he asked Laban. "How have I wronged you that you hunt me down? Now that you have searched through all my goods, what have you found that belongs to your household? Put it here in front of your relatives and mine, and let them judge between the two of us. I have been with you for 20 years now. Your sheep and goats have not miscarried, nor have I eaten rams from your flocks. I did not bring you animals torn by wild beasts. I bore the loss myself, and you demanded payment from me for whatever was stolen by day or night. This was my situation. The heat consumed me in the daytime and the cold at night, and sleep fled from my eyes. It was like this for the 20 years I was in your household. I worked for you 14 years for your 2 daughters and 6 years for your flocks, and you changed my wages 10 times. If the God of my father, the God of Abraham and the fear of Isaac had not been with me, you would surely have sent me away empty-handed. But God has seen my hardship and the toil of my hands, and last night he rebuked you." Amen. Jacob's anger burned. He had faithfully served his uncle Laban for 20 years, only to be met with suspicion and injustice. Accused of theft and subjected to a humiliating search, Jacob cried out, "What is my transgression? What is my sin, that you pursue me so?" His pent-up resentment exploded, but this anger wasn't merely an emotional outburst. It was the courageous cry of truth, a declaration of his innocence before God. Jacob declared, "My uncle has searched all my belongings, and has he found anything?" Though unaware of Rachel's theft of the household gods, his words were a testament to his integrity before God. It was a confession of faithful service, a declaration that he had nothing to hide. Honesty isn't a fleeting act, it's a lifelong commitment. Even when unseen, even when unjustly treated, a life lived honestly before God and man will ultimately be vindicated. Jacob recounted his life, describing how he endured scorching days and freezing nights, often sleepless as he tended his uncle's flocks. He bore responsibility for injured animals, and his wages were changed 10 times. Despite 20 years of unfair treatment, he had never stolen or harmed anything belonging to his uncle. Being a believer doesn't guarantee an easy life. Like Jacob, we may endure unjust situations for extended periods. But what matters is knowing that God was with him throughout. Jacob confessed, "If the God of my father, the God of Abraham and the fear of Isaac, had not been with me, surely you would have sent me away empty-handed." Yes, without God's presence we would have crumbled. Though unseen by man, God saw. He remembered Jacob's toil, his unjust suffering, and his lonely nights. So, God rebuked Laban that night. God sometimes intervenes directly. Sometimes it seems he is silent, but he never abandons us. Jacob desired not human approval, but God's. God saw. This simple truth sustained him for 20 years. We too must remember, God sees our efforts. It's not about seeking human recognition. When we live with God's watchful eye upon us, even unfair moments, times of apparent silence, and the sweat of devoted labor will never be in vain. God is with us today. Had he not been, we wouldn't be here. Because he is with us, we can continue to walk in faith.